fight here and now, or
not happening.
Into infinity and beyond.
We're going 3 maps.
Okay.
I will say this though, to correct myself from before. So Singularity have yet to play Envy. So if Singularity do win here, they're gonna have to. Sorry, if they do lose here, they have to beat.
No, they have to win
sorry,
here.
if they win here, can you stop trying to do that to me?
And then they have to beat
if they win here, then they have to kind of like beat Envy. But if they lose to Envy, then it throws things into a tiebreaker situation between 3 different teams. So we'll get to there. We'll cross that bridge if we do ever get to it, because the Nuke, ATK seem to be the team to beat here. But Singularity have to come together if they want to keep their hopes alive. Robin, obviously a lot of pressure on him since he's a stand-in for the team. I mean, he was successful.
I was just going to say, this is a map that ATK doesn't really play that much, so that could help Singularity out. Bomb planted, though, by ATK in the lower bomb site. All things seem to be covered. Little whack-a-mole being played by Dapper. He's found one.
Oh, they're swarming site, though. I mean, they have a kid on Seb who's going to get directly on top of the bomb, trying to go for the defuse here. Mom's going to peek around the side, but there's so many different people he has to watch out for. Sonic going to be coming in. The bomb has been defused. And Singularity will get the final kills as well, and they'll start off strong here with the first round of the map.
Yeah, big round there for Singularity. Again, trying to play spoiler to ATK, automatically qualifying for the finals with the victory here tonight. Try to keep their own selves in the race with the 2-0 and getting up top of the group.
Dust.
Go on.
It's still early. It's only midnight. I think we need an overtime on Nuke.
Okay.
I think we need to head into Inferno, overtime there as well, to really earn our bread today.
Yeah.
What do you feel like?
I feel like I hate you and everything that you stand for.
Oh, I mean, that's nothing new. so pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Well, ATK, they got the ball. He's lost it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Burbank area, hit me up on Twitter. You can come on down, fill in for Dust here if we have to go to a 3rd map. But we do have ATK with the bomb plant. They do have the 2 SGs. They have a lot of utility to use as well. You know what? We can get Sapphire here to cast with me. Sapphire, give me a nod.
I feel like you're not going to get the answer you want.
That's the opposite day. That means yes.
Yeah. Is today opposite day? What? I forgot day of the week.
Well, no, it's not opposite day.
Yeah.
Anyways, ATK trying to use the SGs on the outside to their advantage. Trying to use the extra range they get off it compared to what Singularity have. They've been able to get a penetration on the defense here. We get a player up towards heaven. Modern going to be the one going this direction. OC wins the battle against Relics, and
they still have no idea Modern's up here, by the way. He's been able to sneak more and more forward. Finds the kill there on the Seb, trying to rotate back towards upper and catches Robin as well. This seems like all but a victory for ATK. There it is. Sonic putting one between the eyes of Dapper. And it's 1-1, and the Force Wars begin.
I was expecting...
That is the Star Wars movie that you didn't know existed.
The Mandalorian?
No.
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian. Yeah. That's new.
Nice try, Disney. I'm not buying your service. I don't really care about Star Wars anyways.
It's fine. It's all went to shit anyway.
It's all about West Wing.
That's a real throwback. That's a real throwback.
It's one of the greatest shows ever made. I don't think you can prove me wrong.
And there's better shows, but definitely it's up there.
I do kind of wish that Modem there did yell, anything you can do, I can do better, to Robin when he got the flanking from behind. Not quite the same thing, but it does give ATK an important round. We do have the Mag 7, the only gun on the side of Singularity, and well, it's not really going to be too effective. As you can see, he's already been spotted out.
Yeah, usually the Mag 7 and shotguns in general are much better suited for like hut area on upper bomb side. Still one of the few maps where shotguns even get bought on full gun rounds for that very reason. But not going to be exactly what we see this time around.
Again, playing safe here. I like this. You have a man advantage. You have a round that you should be able to win, so no need to throw anything away for your ATK here. I mean, again, we already heard from David before, if they win this map, they win this match. They get through the Pro League Finals. And that would be a massive win for them, as you were talking in map 1, like, kind of put the team together here. 2 South Africans.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it will be such a big storyline, too, coming from MDL, first season of Pro League, right to the playoffs. That would be pretty great, especially for such a young team. Again, everyone on this team is either 19 or 20 years old. Haven't been together that long as a unit. Obviously, JT and Sonic have history together. Obviously, OC and Floppy have history together. But yeah, it would be something special.
Well, Relic just hoping to take 1 kill with them. even looking to take off the silencer for his USP. I think doesn't work in CSGO like it does in 1.6. If you guys remember that, or if you didn't play 1.6, if you try to take the silencer off and you quick switch, it would come off completely. But also you had to buy ammo in 1.6, so the trade-offs you have to deal with.
So the Force Wars have been won by the ATK side of things, so that means that we should see them having an easier time to the start of this half. It'll be full USPs for Singularity, 1 flashbang.
I will say this, I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, I was gonna say I was a little bit surprised they haven't grouped up to go for this, but they have. Looking for the flashbang out of relics to allow them to push out if anyone gets close. But you can see JT, I mean, if they do kill him, it's like, great, what? You got an SMG. It's really not that big of a deal. You're hoping for a rifle and you're not gonna have a chance to get it. Now as you spawn out a couple different players, it might be go time. They might decide to finally hit in towards, well, it looks like the lower bomb site here.
Yep, they knew that ramp room was clear with that much presence towards outside. They mollied out headshot box just to be safe, and now they are gonna be streaming into that lower bomb site. Should be getting the plant here any moment, and retaking with a bunch of USPs, probably not really in the cards. But there is an MP9 on Seb, so that could help out a bit, but no kit, no armor, no utility. Still looking pretty grim.
Oh, and you're gifted free shots on the modem. You need to not miss them here. I mean, if anything, you can make it a little bit expensive for ATK, but you still see what they have currently still in their pockets. I mean, Seb, it would be nice for him to get a kill with the SMG, obviously. And there you go. A little extra money for him. Picks up an SG. If he just runs away with this now, that'd be phenomenal into round 5.
Absolutely. That seems to be the same thought that he has. Dazzle trying to see if maybe he can get something with this USP on his way out. Does actually do a lot of damage there to Modem, but not going to count for the kill. So 3 rifles carried over here for ATK, up 3-1 now.
Still not a lot of talking coming out of ATK. We heard from Sonic when we interviewed them back when we were desk hosting and analyzing the game. Kind of surprised to see how loud the Americans are, but they have yet to really do that. And I mean, I guess that's like maybe a little
I think it's
adaptation.
because the tension's there now too. It's like they know how much is on the line on this map, and maybe what they get like comfortably ahead and they're feeling it, and you know they see the finish line. Maybe you might see them get a little bit more amped up, but right now it's kind of that focus on just getting that clean start.
Do have relics with the op. Be seen over towards ramp, and ATK just taking their time, not really forcing the issue just yet. Papa needs to be careful. He doesn't want to be challenging towards ramp. They are setting up some smokes for the outside. You do have Dapper there in towards Secret waiting.
Yep,
Sorry, in
standard
towards
stuff.
Garage waiting.
I mean, this is basically like the mid-control of other maps, like outside wall, getting into lower stairwell, maybe even splitting up towards mini in heaven.
I almost really want to test Sapphire, just call out like different positions around the map and see if she can do the Rushly and beat me there. But I also don't want her to hate me, so.
Yeah, that's a good motivation.
It's hard to convince people to not hate me.
Sapphire, do you still hate observing Nuke? That is a question I have. No, okay.
I mean, when
I
you
guess
got
the new
this
mini-map
sweet
kind of helps
going on, you know?
That really has been a game changer.
OC, be the game changer for ATK here, taking down Dapper, so it gives them the man advantage. With 30 seconds left, perfect time to have it happen because it's needed to be go. It's going to need to be go time if I get my words out.
It's starting to get to that point, isn't it? It's starting to hit that boiling point.
Well, one little wrench thrown in could shut this down, and Robin, well, unfortunately, as he loses a player over towards main, he's been forced to look the wrong direction. ATK, they can play quick, they can play slow, they can play methodical.
Yep. Too many T's on the dance floor on that one. Too many things to be worried about at once.
Do you dance?
No. I was just making the Flight of the Conchords reference. But it was too many other things on the dance floor in their song.
Yeah.
So. Yep. So here we go, 4-1 for ATK. Singularity having to take a little bit of a middle approach buy. They get a little bit of something into it, but obviously still making sure they have plenty of money to buy up fully in the next round. So shotgun, scout, some upgraded pistols definitely could maybe be a thorn in ATK's side, but certainly still far from being a real big problem.
trying to make something happen. We did see him towards heaven before, over above hut. Smoke's coming through again. ATK taking their time here, not trying to rush the issue, trying to get every single round you possibly can on the T side of Nuke, which is so important. And Dapper could potentially push out to the smoke and help assist, but they've already lost out on 2 players. ATK looking to secure the 5th round of the first half, and well, 2 more kills left to do it. Should be able to pull this off with relative ease, though. I think Seb should have been heard there, but maybe the firing and the communication going on within the comms of ATK silenced his footsteps. But realistically, 1 kill. Maybe save the weapon off of that. Can't really hope for too much more.
I needed that 1 tap, didn't find it. Modem will clean house. SG's carried over on 3 players, AK for another, so things are going great right now for ATK.
I don't know why, but Floppy reminds me of Rops. Just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see it.
Just no emotion on the face.
Yeah.
Outrageously handsome.
Similar hairstyle.
Hangs out with all the hottest dudes.
Freshest clothes.
Eats at the chillest restaurants.
Yeah.
Timeout for Singularity, and I mean, this is it, right? They obviously had like a couple of, they had a Max 7 and a Scout in that round. They need to be able to pull off a good gun round here, or this is going to start to slip away.
Here's a big problem. Relics has 0 kills as the primary opper. That's something you really need to have on your CT side.
Well, he's only had the op once, right?
Yeah, that's true. But also, he usually is, most of his career's been a rifler, so, I mean, you can't really use that excuse, I guess you could say. But he does have it in his possession this time around. I mean, really, no one's popping off, if we're honest, for Singularity, so it's not like I'm trying to single him out. No one's really been able to step up yet on their side while they're down 5-1. Meanwhile, you're seeing a pretty well-oiled machine on ATK. Everyone seems to be performing quite well, and they're already off to a big start in this round. Everything going their way except for that. Dazzle does eventually stop the bleeding.
Well, there's only a temporary stent coming in. As JT opens that wound right up as he takes Dazzle out.
Now you just got to save these 2 guns, honestly.
I think is, like, to be fair for Relics, though, like, the positions he's been playing has not been where ATK's been going. So
yeah, if you're getting smoked off outside every single time and, you know, you're not spotting anyone playing, like, top silo, or you're not able to really even get a chance to rotate properly because everyone's dying before you can get to position, it's definitely a tough ask.
I always want to see him play, like, maybe towards mini. Or main, whatever you want to call it these days. Just kind of look for the picking towards Squeaky.
Yeah, sure.
Like, just look for an early kill, and then back away. Maybe go back to ramp after that. You know, you don't need to commit to the outside position if you can get an early man advantage, but they're looking to take this out of the hands. They're looking to rush him down. They got the money to do so. First kill coming through. Sonic can have a chance now.
No out saved. And no money to rebuy it, and really no money to buy, period. They're kind of on that buy-save rotation right now on the CT side. Maybe they could buy some upgraded pistols. I mean, you can buy it up a little bit, kind of similar to what they did a few rounds ago, and they got the CZs and the Scout and the Mag 7. They can do that kind of type of buy, but still very much in control right now.
It just seems like ATK is just changing the pace up in so many different ways. We've seen really slow rounds out of them. We've seen very explosive rounds out of them, and obviously Singularity, who haven't had a solid buy, have been able to have the utility to be able to work out both of those.
I mean, for a team that hasn't played a whole hell of a lot of Nuke, and with them having a lot of recent roster changes, bringing Floppy and OC on board, Miles on the team a little bit longer than the other 2, but still relatively new squad, a very young team. They're showing a good bit of tactical depth here.
Now we do see the Max 7 again. MP9, Deagle, CZ, P250. Dapper in not a terrible position. This crossfire could be good for them.
Oh, absolutely. Unfortunately, it kind of gets broken up by an attempted push with the Mag 7 there from Dapper, and now Rug's also been spotted inside the vents. This boost, though, could be big. Nope, never mind. No stone left unturned here for ATK. Now they have the 4-on-2. Bomb will go down here in the lower bomb site.
So what, do you save?
Yeah, absolutely.
This SG?
Oh, yeah. I think like a couple of rounds from now, you have to start going for stuff, but I think for right now, saving's definitely the answer.
Thing is, this game is slipping away from them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, 7 rounds T side. You'd be more than happy with that. And honestly, there's a possibility that ATK can continue to build up more than this. At a 10-5 first half, when it came to overpass, Nuke a little bit of a different fight for him. But they're on track to do just the same. That's a worrying sign for Singularity. I wonder if they know. I mean, I'm assuming they do, that if they lose this series, then they can't get into the Pro League Finals.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would have, like...
Because you're putting, like, extra pressure on yourself to know that. But at the same time, knowing it might make you just, like, realize we have to throw everything into this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough. Like, I don't know if they would have thought that far ahead, or maybe you just try to focus one game at a time, not try to think too much on that. So, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Well, I mean, we saw Dapper getting excited, talking to Robin when it was on overpass. In those rounds, able to fight behind.
Dude, look at how much freaking money ATK has.
Yeah.
2 guys are just below max. Jesus.
Well, they get down vent, taking
I mean, they took a ton. That, not worth.
Sonic on 1 HP. Dapper able to get 2 kills for himself, which, even if they don't win the round, it would help boost the morale for him.
I wonder if he's actually going to pull this off, though. It's going to be hard for him, trying to be patient. Actually going to creep his way up the ladder, and he could still break this round open if he can find this kill. Doesn't check the vent, though. That's a big problem. Robin gets that kill right on back. Keeps the advantage for his team. Big plays from Robin to kind of save the day. But JT still may be a chance.
Well, 1 on 2, and if you're Singularity, you lose this round now, you're going to be kicking yourself. This could be ATK on 8. And Singularity desperately need this. Problem is, it's going to be an uphill battle the entire rest of this first half, considering the money, as you pointed out before. Floppy at 15.3, Sonic on 15.7. But I still don't want to count JT out just yet. Look, he's been able to swing around, get completely behind Dapper, but it doesn't seem to matter. Dapper gets his 3rd. Robin got 2. Singularity finally get back on the board.
Just imagine if Sonic would have checked, right? I mean, obviously he couldn't know there was another player by Vince. If he would have actually pre-aimed that, he still might die because he only has 1 HP, right? But that was really kind of the key difference maker in that round.
Well, just imagine if the smoke landed and the Molotov didn't do all that damage.
Yeah.
Because the smoke didn't stop it.
Yeah, that was a big problem. Not sure it was like one of those weird, like, you got CSGO moments where sometimes the smoke bounces through the fire anyway, even though it should extinguish and it doesn't. Like, that does happen sometimes. So I didn't really get to see it up close, I'm not sure. Either way, though, there is so much money on ATK that they are still not going to be bothered at all. Still able to get everything they could possibly want. Aggression from Seb could be huge here. They have no idea he's pressed up this far. He could even backstab outside. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. And Sonic, his teammates would have thought that he would know after he was doing this, but no clue. Perfect.
Getting a lot of damage done, and again, this is the first time we've seen ATK have holes within the way they've been set up. Obviously, it was on the CT side of overpass, and I keep bringing it up time and time again, but I'm just still that amazed it happens so often.
Yeah.
But again, we're seeing it here, just able to walk straight out of hut and straight behind them. It basically just won around for Singularity, unless something crazy happens here between Modem and JT.
Yeah. Just like one of those crazy timings where Sonic certainly could never expect someone to do that, and outside players couldn't either. And now it's going to happen again, isn't it? Dapper this time being the one to pull off something crazy. Catching JT in the back. Now it's all on Modem. 1v4. Not a whole lot he's going to be able to do with this little time left. He does have bomb in his possession, but so many CTs, everything covered. And there you have it, another round for Singularity, finally starting to get in the game. Finally starting to show some life. But they're never going to get an easy round, because there's just so much money still left on the T side.
Oh, I think that was their easy round.
Yeah.
I want to say that shouldn't happen again, but who knows? Who knows? Relic's 3 kills, Dapper on 7 for Singularity, and then you look at 10 for Sonic, 10 for Modem.
Now, if they could get to 5, they would eventually force ATK to save, but still a good ways away from that.
Yeah, definitely a tough ask, especially with how most of these rounds have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, what, the first round that they won after a long stint was based off the Molotov. That round based off the push through Hut.
Yeah, definitely some really fortunate things going their way in order to get the victories they've gotten. But here we go. Almost a 2-for-1 from Lux. It was so close to being lined up, and instead he takes all the damage. He's down to 2 HP. That's wild. I'd love to see that again because it looks so damn close.
They're not going for the set smokes to cross in towards Secret. I like how we see teams just kind of commit to it almost every round, so that you never know if they're actually going or not going, since you can use it as a fake. But trying to boost OC up, trying to look for a kill on towards outer. They know Relics is low.
They have so much control, man. They have outside the lower control. They have ramp room in their possession as well. Like, it makes it so hard for Singularity to know what to deal with. All going to come down to very, very key duels here in the late round. They're running out of Tondo on the ATK side. It's the one thing working against them.
It's basically all on Seb, but the thing is they're not going towards lower at the moment.
They're so indecisive. Now it seems like they're going to be focused on lower. Seb has such a good position, though.
But to kill 5 people, yeah, one and done. That's about the best you can hope for. 18 seconds left to go. The bomb will be planted. So after that situation going to be coming through. 3 players on Singularity going to be coming from ramp, though. Dazzle probably going to be coming in from Secret. So they're going to have one man flanking behind them. But will there be time for the flank to work out? That's going to be my next question to follow up with. You can see Sonic already looking. Floppy has information. There's multiple players coming in from ramp because of him just hearing the players running around. You can see Relics on 2 HP. That's an easy kill for Sonic. And gets a second with a spray down. Perfect play out of him. And the push that came in the front, well, didn't work out too well, unfortunately, because Dazzle wasn't able to rotate in from behind them. And that will be ATK taking another round, putting themselves on 8.
Yeah, just based on getting so much control so early in the round, like being able to like push Relics off of ramp, being able to get control of outside at the same time, winning, you know, limiting Seb to 1 frag on lower, I think initial exchange. Just everything kind of going ATK's way there. Again, well-orchestrated CS from their T side of Nuke. Getting closer and closer towards a big, and there it is. What? I understand that it's not a 2-for-1, but man, it looks so dead on the first guy. Maybe just a little bit of movement or something threw him off.
Not see enough movement. No? So I'm not seeing enough movement.
Quick take here by JT, by the way, into lower. But it's going to be the upper take instead, and the entries are going their way.
Oh, 4-on-3, Dapper. Oh, dropping down. Not going to be hurt, I guess, and he gets a kill on OC, looking for more, and just like that, they've been able to take this round back. How did that just happen? How did Dapper get 3 kills like that? The first I can understand, but the follow-ups as well.
Yeah, that is actually pretty crazy that they did not hear him fall. It's not even like a noisy environment here at the studio, so, I mean, sometimes crowd noise, things like that can kind of stop you from hearing things, but right there, that is kind of nuts.
One thing I can think of is like they were talking to each other.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, he did catch it, actually.
Oh, yeah, he did take damage, so. But still.
Yeah, you would think someone would keep an eye on heaven and all of that.
Money's still there for ATK, however. Still see 5K on bottom. On the other side, though, for Singularity, because they've been able to win a couple of rounds, I'm getting a little bit worried if they start to lose now. Could see ATK breach the double digits point. But at the same rate, it seems like ATK, I don't know if it's just kind of bad luck for them, or if they're just running out of strats. I feel like it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. They were throwing a couple of curveballs.
Different kind of smokes being thrown outside for them this round is something to point out. Like, it's not the traditional smoke wall over towards Secret. They're throwing kind of deeper smokes over towards Mini and even towards CT Spawn. So definitely a little bit of a different setup. Also, Sonic gets the entry towards lower. Dapper blocked off here at Big Garage. Tries to push through it. Might even try to flank behind them. That could be dicey.
I don't even know if they're going to be there now as he picks up the kill on the bottom, so they can watch their backs. They get another kill to Sonic towards lower. Bomb can easily be planted here. It's all on Dazzle, Robin, and Dapper on 9 HP. Not ideal at all. Let's see if they can pull off this retake. I mean, there's not much utility for ATK to defend with. It's just one flashbang on Sonic, so the possibility is there, but the economy isn't for Singularity.
Yeah, they'd rather take the L here, go to 9-4, and make sure they have a decent buy in the next round than try to hedge their bets on a 3 versus 4 retake, especially with Dapper having such low HP.
Random note for you. I have casted with Sapphire, technically, on our own channel once. It was a tri-cast. Can you guess who the third person was? give you 2 guesses.
Can you like give me a hint first? Like, was like another player?
No,
Is it
it was a
normal
commentator.
caster, or like a like one that
Standard
does a lot,
commentator.
still active today.
Standard commentator.
Moses.
No. One more. I wonder if Sapphire remembers.
Anders.
No.
No. Okay, I'm out.
It was like 3 a.m. for me. I just like randomly scrolling through channels. Like, yeah, I'll check out Sapphire. And she was casting some matches. It was me, her, and Mega Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would not have ever guessed that.
We'll see if she remembers it. Yeah,
Oh,
she does.
okay.
Yeah.
You remember what it was?
Nope.
Okay.
But I do remember it. All right, well, 9-4. This scoreline, it really can't get much worse for Singularity. 9 rounds on the T side is already bad enough. Double digits would almost put the final straw on the camel's back here. They have to hope for something great on the T side, and I honestly don't know how great their T side would be here, to be fair for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Don't have much experience watching their Nuke games. But this is a big round for them. This is where they need to shine. They still have a decent buy into this. They have an SG in possession for Robin and Dapper. Next round, if they weren't able to win this or save all their weapons, they would have a really low buy. So this is in their best interest to find it here and now.
Sonic was able to penetrate the lower bomb site before. JT going to give it a chance. Maybe not. Maybe just back away. They still have to worry.
Yeah. Now they can split mini heaven, all those other things. They had that smoke over towards Toxic side. It's kind of a smoke that Fragsters, a Danish team from last year, kind of really put to good use. And I feel like a lot of teams picked up on that. Danish CS always kind of innovating on Nuke throughout the years. And now Modem will creep up the stairs to get behind Heaven. Players coming through mini and such, but Dazzle lines up a couple of big kills. But Modem still has Heaven control, but unfortunately now he's all alone. He catches the flank, but doesn't check the rafters. Robin finds the frag, and so there you have it. Finally, Singularity really here these last few rounds have been able to get into it.
I mean, yeah, they can pull off a 9-6, but 9-6 is not ideal in any way.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that like Nuke over the years has to become more and more capable of having T rounds happen. No longer the days of like, you know, 14-1, 12-3 type halves a lot of the time. Definitely can see some teams even thrive on the T side, like get most of their rounds there. So we'll see.
Oh, JT. Quick play nets them. Big reward. Unfortunately, that reward was taken away by Dazzle getting the kill. And I feel like Floppy shouldn't be able to pick up that kill, but still gets it either way. And now Robin comes in, gets himself a quick double.
Oh, you're still on the fire. Oh, gets extinguished right. He needed it. That was close. He almost burnt to death there and almost came back into a 2 versus 2. With the Vosh still explained by Floppy and lower. And Modem's in still a tricky position to perhaps cut off rotations. Catches Dazzle before he can get to the vents. Floppy guarding the ramp side. Front window room, but gets waxed by Relics. Now all on Modem.
This is going to be tough. 2 doors to watch. Smoke comes in. He has not seen where the bomb was planted. Doesn't know if they're actually defusing it. Well, now he's going to know that they're not. And Singularity will pull it back. So they will get 6 rounds on the board on CT side of Nuke. But the work is still a lot ahead of them.
Yeah,
they're not out of the woodworks just yet.
Not a bad recovery, though, I have to say, from them on that half. I mean, they won, what, like 5 of the last 7 or something like that? Because they were down 8-1. Or 7-1, so definitely they've gotten themselves back into contention, but ATK is still well out in front and still looking closer and closer towards booking their tickets to Denmark.
Well, the pressure is rising here for both these two teams. Again, if ATK take this map, or just take the series in general, they'll be going through to the Pro League Finals. If Singularity win this one, well, it makes us set our eyes till tomorrow to see who will be the team out of Group A to get there. But obviously, that's still a little bit of ways to go. We're going to head to a short break, and when we come back, we'll be seeing how the second half of Nuke will break down.
Subdivine. I'll show you how it's done. There's no sides, we go inside. The man, he is the one. You build your walls, faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Welcome back, everyone, to the ESL CSGO Pro League, the America's Pro League, as we get underway with Stage 2. This is only Day 2 of Group A. However, Group A's fate can be decided off this next half. If ATK take this half and take this map, or even take the third map, then they will have qualified through into the Pro League, which turns our eyes towards Group B with teams like 100 Thieves and Furia as well. I'm still Jason Kaplan. He's still Dust. We have the lovely Sapphire reserving for us, as we see Singularity rushing straight into the upper bomb side, and JT immediately backing away. I actually like this play. Instead of trying to go for a kill, play safe, play for the retake. You got the kit, you got 2 flashbangs, make something happen.
Yeah, let's see if they're able to flash their way out of this situation. Both of them come pouring in, and here it comes raining CTs out of heaven. Dapper, though, one to draw first blood. It's all going the T's way for the most part, other than Sonic's one frag. That's going to be it. So all of a sudden, Singularity, man, they have a chance to tie this thing up here real soon, unless the force buy in this next round is able to come up big.
It's obviously going to be a very tough grind, a very tough hill to climb on T side of Nuke. But hey, if they're going to do it, if they want to keep themselves alive, this is one way. Wow, those odds. The Betway odds.
That does seem a little bit unreasonable, considering the map and score.
You know what's confusing to me is that the Betway odds have never gone past 9 in North America, but then we saw like an Astralis match in EU, it was like 27 to 1. Oh, Dapper already taken low, actually. They do have the 2 SGs and the 3 MAC-10s.
A couple of scouts in play here for ATK, as well as an MP9 for old Floppy. Feegs for the other 2.
Could be a rough round if Singularity can't win this one.
Yeah. But if they can't get it, they'll get a freebie in the next, and they'll be tied up. So there's that. There's a team kill. That's never good. And now Sonic has a couple of Deeks as well into the mix, and now things start to get scary. Especially with Modem coming with that Scout's all on Seb with the MAC-10, no bomb in his possession. Exactly. At least he gets the kill, though, and they're both low. That's the other thing, but so is he. So, I don't know where to take this.
It's going to be tough, especially if they, like, relocated The scout to long range and garage to watch towards main. But Seb's actually making the smart play. Coming in from secret, going down vents. He will get him to the side of both players who are actually not watching this angle.
Nope. As time passes, though, they'll start to consider all options, I think. Well, that's a kill. Now they know where he is. But again, it's low HP. Does Modem know that, though? Will he pull out a pistol? Yes, he does. And there it is. 10 for ATK. Now it's same boat as really first half. We're going to see this scrappy beginning. Force buying back and forth for a bit.
Who's winning the force war?
Yeah.
I don't know how there's just so many more chickens as this has gone on.
Do you want me to come
Someone controlling that panel has gotten a little bored.
How can they? It's an exciting game.
There's a lot.
Oh, there we are. And that's Dust is back.
There's like 7 3/4 chickens on the wall. Actually,
Tasty.
No, I
Very
That's
tasty.
actually accurate.
I would have believed you if you just committed to it. And right now, ATK are committing to the buy up here. Singularity as well, forcing everything into this round. They have 1 SG, 1 Tech 9, 2 Deagles, a CZ. They have to hope for Dazzle to really show up. Something he has yet to really be able to do too much, I'd say, so far in the series.
Yeah, I haven't called out his name too many times, and it's going to continue to be that way. It's Modem instead who gets our attention with that headshots. Luckily, at least Routes can pick up the Sig and keep it in play. Dapper, in the meantime, is taking a lot of heat here up top. Big round for ATK. If they can lock it in, they'd find 11 and probably a free 12th.
I think if you're Modem here, just focus on surviving. I mean,
Yeah,
if you kill the guy at the Deagle, great. I mean, it's Deagle, who cares? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, right? But if you just stay alive, the threat you provide like that can be so deadly. Some decent damage done to Seb, which is there to help assist and potentially deny the SG from being picked up. But you can see him obviously change his angle up to prevent that. And now it's down to Seb and Robin. 2 on 4, 1 on 4, 0 on 4. As ATK cleans it up and puts themselves at 11.
Yep, and they're going to be able to parry over the SG. And they're going to get a free round here, most likely, unless something really crazy happens.
They bought them.
A chance to qualify for the biggest LAN event of their careers. Again, they are very young. They haven't played a lot of CS yet, but we've seen South Africa sometimes play like an ESWC events and different things like that, but never getting to a really big Tier 1 event like what the EPL Season 10 Finals provide.
Well, and the chance to get potentially into Katowice 2020. Obviously, the Pro Tour we've been talking about. Astralis already qualified through. I think Fnatic qualified through through Malmo, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
Oh, I wrote it down when I looked it up. But I can't
Just trying to
find
think
it.
of teams that have won tournaments recently, so.
I know those 2 at least, Astralis and Fnatic. Autumn, though, still trying to play outside. Again, just the pistols, so should be a relatively quick, easy, painless 12th round, and they will secure this one. Now, Singularity, this is their time to show up. They got to start getting some rounds, so they cannot afford to keep letting these slip away. 4 more to go, and ATK will be representing the Americas in the Pro League Finals. Just look up Katowice 2020, and you'll see the teams.
Definitely what I'm doing.
Well, you're on the Beijing page. There you go.
So it's just those 2.
Yeah, and then the one from the Pro League Finals, and the rest are invites. And qualifiers as well. Qualifiers are going to be intense. Like, you're like basically looking at like a Tier 1 level tournament with just the qualifiers alone. Obviously, all the teams trying to get into that event. It's one of the best events, if not the best event of the year. That in ESL 1 Cologne.
Big round for Singularity right here, by the way. They lose this, it's probably 14-7 for ATK. Just based on the economy situation that Singularity are working with here.
With the utility lacking, I would assume they're going to go a little bit quicker pace, though.
Hard to do that when CTs have economy, because they're going to be able to
true.
pre-molly out HUD and smokes and whatnot in front of Squeaky Door. Dapper actually takes a lot of damage up top here. Not sure if he got nade stacked or what happened, but he is bleeding out.
Well, now Singularity going to be waiting for any pushes, but I don't imagine the pushes are going to be coming. We talked about ATK on Overpass. They were a team that, on CT side, one of the few teams we've seen, I would say, that like just don't necessarily get aggressive on the CT side. They more like to sit back, play passive, force the Ts to be the ones to make the moves, which is basically the opposite of the other 3 teams in the group.
You see Singularity setting up for that outside smoke wall, and they might even try to press into lower based off of that. I think Sonic might be somewhere near the area. Modem's going to be, actually. Done well out here thus far. Had a really good series, man. He played really well on Overpass.
I think he's been like 100 ADR. He was over 100 ADR on Overpass, over 100 ADR here on Nuke.
Yeah, he's been the man of the match, really.
Oh.
Wow. He got more than I thought he would out of that. OC also sneaks into a really good position here, but has been found out already. Done a lot of damage, but takes a lot in return. Luckily, JT found Seb along the way. So 3-on-2 here for ATK. Time running low.
Oh, it's Sonic flanking around behind them, too.
Yeah, it's going to maybe be the insurance policy.
There you go. Sonic closes it out. 13-7. And as you mentioned before, it might as well be 14-7. No money to buy up if you're Singularity.
They're so close.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see like no emotion on their faces. Like
I think they want to wait until it's locked, you know? Like, I think you don't want to pre-celebrate or get too crazy.
Well, the funniest thing is, if they don't know that they qualify through the Pro League,
that could
if they
also
win,
be it. Maybe they don't.
And
like,
then in the interviews, like Trish, like, so how does it feel to qualify for the Pro League finals? And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, that would be...
And then they start going, woo!
Yeah. Well, we'll have to find out in due time. Singularity, though, trying to stop that from becoming a reality. They still could win out from here, force this into a third map, keep their own chances alive against Envy tomorrow.
Sonic is 21-8, by the way. Just noticed. Yeah. That's insane.
Again, there's a lot of skill on this team. A lot of young, players with good mechanics.
Might be overrun, though. Only able to get 2. Mom's going to be there to help out, and that will be 4 quick kills coming through for the CT side of ATK. Now Dazzle, Kasizi won't really be able to get much done, and well, here we go. You got to win these rounds.
Yeah, this is the round that absolutely is a must-win for Singularity. Especially considering the fact that if they were to lose, it's map point, series point, obviously, for ATK. And yeah, they're going to force buy all that they can, but it's not going to be anything compared to the equipment value they have in this round that's coming up. So this is the one, if it's ever going to happen, it feels.
Something gimmicky, guys.
Did he say they're going to do something gimmicky?
Not a bad thought to have, with the amount that's on the line here. They might try something tricky, you never know. Modem, though, catching Dazzle right away. They did try to dry peek their way into back hall, so that is actually kind of gimmicky. Didn't have a smoke wall up, tried to catch him off guard.
Yeah, but you can't catch the man of the match off guard as he does take Dazzle down. Nades and Molotovs being thrown in. Well, kind of extinguished it a little bit. Alex with the op on the T side. Look how aggressive he's being, but I kind of feel like he's almost being forced to.
Oh, that's a huge miss!
You cannot afford that. The pressure may be getting to him.
I feel like he's had a case of the list all series long, man. I saw him missing a few shots of AWP on Overpass as well.
Well, yeah, you think about ramp, right? When the 2 players came around the corner, and Seb will be able to bring one back.
That one felt weird, though. I felt like he should have hit that.
Right.
Like, that was kind of CSGO, God's frowning upon him. But either way, it's a 3-on-2 now. ATK finding themselves closer and closer to that finishing tape now. It's up to Seb and Robin with low HP each. Seb might get the timing, though, onto OC. It's a ring around the Rosie here around the boxes, but OC does catch on, and it's 15-7 for ATK.
Here we go, 1 round away. Separating them in the Pro League Finals. And remember, this is a team who naturally wasn't supposed to be here. They were one of the 2 teams, them
and Singularity. That filled in for, I can't remember exactly.
I can't remember either off the top of my head. Oh, Ghost was one of them.
Yes.
Can't remember the other off the top of my head.
Optic?
Don't know.
So they were playing the NA.
But if them, I mean, they weren't supposed to be here, and to go from MDL to the Pro League Finals, what a victory that would be for them. But they still have 4 players left to find before that can happen. Mom's unfortunately going to lose out on that fight. Turn it into a 4-on-4. And they can just taste the victory. They're just so close. Singularity trying to do everything they possibly can to prevent that, to keep their hopes alive. They obviously want to get there as well. And the stand-in, very difficult job to do, but at least in Robin's case, that might solidify a spot on the team, on the roster. And Sonic, well, he's had enough. He gets the first, but 1 and done is going to be his name. And they have lost control of ramp. OC now going to go for the peek around the side with the SG. We'll get the kill. Now it's just Seb and Dazzle.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to happen here for ATK unless Dazzle and Seb have something to say about it. They are split up, though. It's tough that they're going to not be able to gather up together. And now JT's found Dazzle all on Seb. ATK can taste it, and there it is. A 16th round for ATK. and they are heading to Denmark. I'm not sure if they realize it yet, but they are. They do seem pretty happy, but not like overly elated. So again, I